It all started in my live video. During my live session, someone came in and said that a popular wig reviewer channel had just been hacked. We were all devastated. I put up her channel and sure enough, not only had it been hacked, they were live on her channel. We all felt disgusted. Who would do this and why? I have been hearing about creators' channels being hacked, so I did what I always do when I don't know what to do. I Googled. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an engineer, I'm a creator and a business owner, and I just want to share what I've learned. My name is Ikoya, and I'm the founder of Silky. Welcome to the second video in the hacker series. Today we're going to be talking about how to protect your YouTube channel, and a lot of these things that we're going to be talking about, you can use this to protect your other social media accounts, but we're primarily going to be talking about YT. If you haven't watched my first video, I highly recommend that you go ahead and watch that video. The link to that video is down in the description box. In that video, I go into more detail about hacking, what it is, the types of ways they hacked, things that you can do that you can just do in your regular life that, you know, if you're not an influencer to do. Today we're going to talk more specifically and get into things that are more specifically for you, that if you are an influencer. I am a creator here on YouTube. I have a channel for my business, and unfortunately a lot of people on this platform are getting their channels hacked into and taken away, especially the channels that are monetized. And so I have researched and put together some information to help you protect yourself here on YT and on any other platforms. If this information applies, please use it. So without further ado, let's get into it. The number one thing that you can do to protect your YouTube channel, and from now on I'm just going to say YT for YouTube or any other platform, is don't advertise your email that is associated with those accounts. So here, especially on YT, a lot of us are influencers. A lot of us are using this platform as a way to sell our products or a way to work with other business to promote or get paid to show their products. And so hackers know this. So because most social media accounts, all you need is a simple email address with a password, that makes it prime real estate for hacking, because if they can figure out the password to that email address, then they're in. And they're counting on you probably using that email address across many platforms. So the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is do not advertise the email that is connected to your YT. Go over and create a whole nother email address so that when people are reaching out to you in order to do business with you, that is the email that they're using, and that is the public information. Because most of us here on YT, if you scroll through our description box or in our about page, guess what's there? An address, and usually it is the Gmail that goes with the channel that you have open. And I get it, it's more convenient to do things that way, but the hackers, like I said earlier, are counting on that. So if you take the time to create a whole other email account, then God forbid when they're doing these phishing scams, and if you're not sure what phishing is, I highly recommend that you watch my first video or look it up. Then that scam email or those shady emails will go to that platform, and if for any reason they're able to get you and you end up downloading the information that they send you or clicking on a link that they send you, and it ends up compromising your computer and compromising your information, then they have access to your account. Whereas this way they won't have access to your account and your social media account. So make sure that you change it, you don't advertise it, and use that specific one. Now I know that's inconvenient, but guess what? So is being hacked. So do these things to protect yourself. The second thing you should do is treat every email that you get with suspicion. So when I was watching videos and seeing other creators who had gotten their channels hacked, almost every single person said they felt some type of suspicion, or they just didn't really feel good about the email, but they went ahead and opened the email or downloaded the program anyway. Do not discount your instinct. If something doesn't feel right, doesn't look right, it probably isn't. some things that you can do to help protect yourself if you get an email that just doesn't sound right. A lot of times the grammar isn't correct on those, or they're using legit companies but they're making fake websites. The first thing you want to do is you want to check the email address to find out who did this come from. Most businesses that are legit have their domain name as their email. So for example, if Amazon sends you an email, it's going to be from @amazon.com, etc. So you definitely want to check to see. A lot of times they misspell things, or they'll have it like YouTube, but maybe in between the U and the tube they have a dot or just something, or it might just be a plain Gmail or something else. Be very suspicious of that. Also, don't be quick to just go and download something that they send you. Open up a whole nother window, type in the company, type in the website, see what it's saying, see who they are. Also, if it is a legit website, you know, I know they imitate Apple and Amazon, Netflix, a lot of these type of companies. Just really take the time to go into that actual account on a separate window and see if they've sent you anything, if they're saying those things, because most of the people who get their channels hacked, it is through phishing. It's not always through just a person who's really a super hacker and can just hack into it. A lot of the times, us ourselves compromise our channels with these phishing emails. So take the time to watch the first video or research phishing on your own. And I can't express enough how much you should really be suspicious. And don't just check out the website, because a lot of these people are getting clever and they're building websites to go with whatever fake or fraudulent company, or cloning the company's website. So you want to check their social media handles, check their Instagram, check their Twitter, check their IG account. Literally type in the name of the company and put fraud and see what pops up. You would be surprised. Most of the time these hackers are not taking the time to do all that. They may take the time to build the website, but they're not doing all that. And if it does have a website, look and see, what is the address saying? Does the address match up with the other things that is saying online? Does the address match up with the information that's being sent in the email? You just got to do a little research. I know it's inconvenient, but guess what? I know. And you know they're counting on that, so do that. Next, you want to turn on the two-step verification. A lot of these platforms now are adding two-step verification. It's not automatically on. You have to go in for the platforms and turn them on. To research, look up how to turn on the two-step verification, and then make sure that you enable the two-step verification. If you have a platform, or if you're on something and they don't have the two-step verification, you can download the Duo mobile app and they will add the two-step verification for you. For those of you who are not familiar with two-step verification, basically what happens is you put in your email, you put in your password, and then it's going to take you to another screen where it will ask you to type in a code that they've emailed to you, or they may ask you to, you know, those boxes will pop up and they'll say, check that I'm not a robot, or look at the pictures and identify everyone that has a car in it. Those things, yes, they are annoying, but they are there to keep you safe and to fight against these hackers and these programs that are looking for things to hack into. So that is a barrier of entry. So make sure that you're turning those on. And if you have those things on and you still do, by some reason or somehow still get hacked, at least you have on your side that you took all the precautions and all the safety steps that this platform or this program has offered to you to protect yourself. Change your passwords often, as much as you can. Change them, rotate them, use different ones, substitute words for letters and symbols, etc. But the more you do this and switch things out, the harder it's going to be. And if you think you've gotten hacked, or you think someone is in your account hacking it, if you can hurry up and change your password, then usually you are able to regain control of your account, because that is one of the first things that they're going to do. Is they're going to go in, they're going to change that password, even maybe change the email address so that they can lock you out. Another thing you want to do here, especially if you're a content creator or your business uses a lot of video and pictures, is you want to use watermarks. I have a logo because I'm a business, and so I take my logo that has a transparent background, and when I'm editing any kind of video or any kind of pictures, I usually add my logo to those pictures or to the video. If you have a logo, you can do the same thing. If you don't have a logo and you want a logo, Canva is free. That's a place where you can get a logo made. And if you don't want to take the time to get a logo made because you're just doing this for fun, another thing you can do is a lot of our editing programs that we use to edit video, a lot of them have lower thirds or ways that you can type words on the screen. Simply type your name or the name of your channel or your company or whatever it is onto your footage or onto your picture. That way, if somebody does hack it, that is your intellectual property, and you have proof that that indeed is your intellectual property, and there are steps that you can take to have them take it down or not to use it, because that is infringing on your copyright. Also, for those of you who are creators, or for people, I know a lot of people, especially here on YT, will make videos and they're not necessarily in the videos. They're doing like voiceovers, talking. I know a lot of gaming channels don't necessarily use pictures, but you really might want to think about at least using your picture in a thumbnail, because if you are hacked or somehow get hacked into, you will have to prove ownership, and you will have to prove that that channel is your channel, because anybody could just be emailing and reaching out to YouTube and saying, hey, that is my channel and it got hacked. So if you have some type of thumbnail with your picture in it or something, then you can use that later on if you need ever to use it as proof that yes, you indeed are the creator of this content, and your watermarks will do that for you as well. Now, this is something that I learned about after doing research. YouTube, or I should say Google, has made a Titan security key that you can purchase. It will be down in the links below. So what this does is allows you to put the key into your computer or wherever you are accessing your YouTube channel or Gmails, and when you put it in there, it will read that key and it will know that that particular computer or that particular device is okay with going into this account. And so from that point on, if anybody else tries to go into your account and they don't have that key encrypted with that device, then guess what? They will not be able to sign in. So this is an extra layer of protection. It is an investment. If your business or channel or whatever it is worth it to you, that is another layer or something that you can invest in, and is another way that you can protect your channel that Google has provided. And last but not least is an external hard drive. An external hard drive, you guys, is just a device that you can take and you can USB it and plug it into your computer, laptop, or whatever device that you're using, and you can store your information on it. So that way, if your computer is compromised or if your channel is somehow compromised, you still at least have access to your videos and you can reload them up. Unfortunately, sometimes when people, things get taken over and hacked, the hackers sometimes will delete your videos or delete all of your things. And so if you don't have it backed up or in some type of form or some type of way to get back to it, then they could be gone forever. This is my external hard drive here, and you can get these on Amazon or anywhere that computer equipment is being sold. They're usually not that cheap, but they're a great investment, especially to protect yourself. If you or someone you know has been a victim of an internet cybercrime, you can report it to the FBI's IC3 unit, the Internet Crime Complaint Center, and the Department of Justice. The link to both websites will be in the description box below. So those are some things that you can do to protect yourself. If you haven't done those things, I recommend that you go and do these things right now to protect yourself, especially if your email is being advertised publicly that is connected to your YT channel. That's the first line of defense. You definitely want to get that done. Make sure you're making strong passwords. If this video helped you, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments below if there's something that you're doing, because like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't know everything in this area. If you are using something or doing something that is protecting you, protecting your social media and your YT channel, please put it down in the description box below so that we can all protect and help each other here. Please go back and watch the first video. It has a lot of good tips and it goes into hacking and things that they do in more detail as well. And then make sure that you hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so to be notified. Video number 3 is going to be coming out, and video number 3 is very specific steps on what to do if you are hacked here on YT. So thank you so much for watching, and God bless.